compassion. I'd say on the employee side, we care about our patients, but we care about each other. There's a real personal level of accountability there. You care for the patients, the people around you, and you want it to be the best that it can be for yourself and for others.
The shift does not end exactly at 7. The shift ends for you when all is done for your patient, when you have done everything that you could possibly do for that patient. You don't just pass it on.
I think another thing is that we truly have staff here that are efficient in their jobs. They know how to make the patient experience the best that it can be, and therefore we try to keep that patient at the forefront of our thoughts. Okay, how can we try to make this a quiet environment for them? What would we want if we were here?
That's a big thing you hear from a lot of the patients. They see how we interact with each other, and that's what draws them here to EVAN, is because they feel safe and they know they're going to get great care. The patient comes here for the first time and they see what EVAN's all about and the care they get. That's what keeps them coming back.
Yeah, I think when patients come here, they see that we're happy and smiling, and I think seeing smiling staff just already makes them at ease. They know these people are happy to be working here, so they're going to be able to take great care of me.
You have to know what your coworkers are set up for the day, what's involved and what their needs are. And if any crisis comes up, we're their backup. We have to back each other up.
So we always get paired up with a preceptor, and that person really is your mentor. You would lean on them. But it's not just that one person. It seems like everybody on the floor makes sure they go up and they say, hello, who are you? Where are you from? Everybody wants to know where you're from so we can find out in some circle how we know each other.
Just that's the community, that's the culture of here. People want to know you.
My coworkers have made me the nurse that I am today, and I cannot thank them enough for that. I was deathly afraid to start my career as a nurse because there's always the saying, nurses eat their young. And working here has proved that that's not the case here. People want to see you succeed, and they'll do anything they can to make sure that that's happening.
Evangelical does have a unique culture. We're part of a community. We see our patients when we're out in the grocery store, when we're out shopping. We see them after we've cared for them, after they've delivered babies.
You always have a familiar face, always, and that makes you feel comfortable, and that allows you to feel supported and perform at your utmost levels.
When I'm walking in here for my day at work, I know any resource that I need is going to be there. They ask you, do you need something? And they get it. I think that stands for itself, that when the CEO walks by your room, and if your patient needs a glass of water, that she goes to get that glass of water. I think that, to me, means everything to us as workers and to the patients.
The patient knowing that the management is involved with their care, that is a big thing. And that also, makes them want to come back here because they know there's a lot of support.
I feel like I've always felt supported. I always feel like I can go to my manager or even a coworker to vent, and they're going to hear me and listen, and they're going to help me work through the situation.
Recently, we've been doing quarterly conversations with our bosses. We've been mentioning each other, and then my boss has been reaching out in emails and saying, you did a really good job here. We've done case debriefings on our unit where, say we had a really tough case, we like to acknowledge each other and say, okay, that was a really hard case. The patient wasn't doing well. You had to operate in a really high stress situation, and you did a fantastic job. Something that I'm actually really impressed with at EVAN is when I worked at Hershey, we did ECMO, which is extracorporeal membrane oxygenation. You basically take the blood from the body, oxygenate it, and put it back. And that is almost the highest level of acuity you can get for a patient. Here in the cath lab, at least, we started implementing CardioHelp, which is a machine that performs ECMO. So on our patients that are not doing well or deteriorating, we're able to establish that.
We continue to reinvest in our organization, looking at our people, the technologies and facilities. We value our physician and nurse relationships. We have teamwork between all the disciplines and interprofessional teams. They are all strong teams that are committed to delivering the best care to our patients and their families.
EVAN's definitely a great place to work. We're going places. The staff here is dedicated. They're going to welcome you with open arms.
This is the place you want to be. I mean, it's growing. You have a lot of opportunities. The feel that you get from being here is the reason you want to be here.
You don't want to leave EVAN. Once you're here, you want to stay. It is a home base. It makes you feel comfortable. It makes you feel safe. You know that you'll be well taken care of. You know you'll have everything you need to take care of your patients.
And when you're working with family, it makes it fun. It makes you want to do everything that you possibly can.